today I thought I was going to spend this editing some video footage that I have from from Victoria back to Cortes Island where I stayed. But it turned out into me going to emergency room, and I sprained my ankle like a few days ago, so it's not like fresh. But today I panicked because it's been quite some time and it still hurts, it's still swollen. And in the past I've had an ankle injury that wasn't treated well, and at that time I was immediately taken to emergency room. They did an x-ray and they couldn't see that it was fractured a little bit, like there was a fracture, and that my joint was severely damaged. And like no one really took care of it, and it's been like months, and I was like, my ankle was still swollen. This was like, I don't know, 8 or 9 years ago. And that turned out into basically my joint being damaged to the point that I had to get surgery. And I had the surgery like a year after my injury happened. And at that time I was like 18 or 19, so I don't know, I didn't know how to take care of myself. So I don't know, they said it was fine. They said, I don't know, take ibuprofen and just it should go away. And it wasn't going away, but I was like, well, I was told that it's like. And until my roommate at that time I was living with, she looked at me, she was like, I think it's like broken, because like it's twice the size and it's been like 2 months. And so I've had very bad experiences with healthcare where I was completely neglected, and even when I went back and I was like what is going on, I was still like seen as like, well, if you survived this long with this injury for like 2 fucking months, then it must be fine. Of course it fucking wasn't. And later on, like after the surgery, after I recovered, like I didn't recover well. And when I wanted to like start exercising again and like running or like taking longer walks, it would still hurt. And like after that I visited my doctor, and like he looked at me and he was like, I think you won't be able to run for the rest of your life, because of the damage. Like you're going to be fine just like walking and such, but you won't be able to run, like that's it. And at that time, like before the injury, like I didn't like running that much, but I was doing it. Like I would run 10 kilometers or something without like, it was like a normal run for me. I would hike, and I remember taking these very long hikes, like 4 to 4 kilometers in I don't know, just like hours. So exercising was essential to me. It was a part of who I was. And to have a body at that young age who's already failing, it was it was hard. To put it simply, in the simplest words possible, it was hard. And I felt betrayed. I felt abandoned. And so I sprained my ankle. The good one. The one that was still healthy and that never had any injury ever. And I'm like, the universe, what the fuck? Why? But I try to look at every situation that I am faced with as a lesson. So I need to learn something from this. And when that injury happened, I was like, okay, probably it's not that bad. I'll just rest a little while. And at that time, I was still on the island, so medical care is not that available there. Like, if there's an emergency, you basically need to be taken out by a helicopter. And like, it didn't feel like an emergency. Like, it didn't feel like anything was broken. I just stepped on it funny sideways, and but it was hurting, it was swollen. And today I came back to Vancouver, and I don't know, I guess the fact that I was walking a little bit too much, because all the week prior, like the days after the injury, it was minimal activity. I was trying to rest as much as possible so that I would be fine by the end when I needed to get back to Vancouver. And I got here, and it was hurting, and it was not good. And I felt just panicked, like, oh, what if it's broken? Like, what if there's a fracture or something? But at the same time, I was so scared because I'm in another country. I do have like travel insurance, but I am not sure if they will cover it if it's not an emergency. Like, already a couple of days passed, and I didn't contact anyone, like a medical professional. But what if it's just a sprain? I don't think they will cover just a sprain. And it's like all of these thoughts. What if this, what if that? And I was so scared. But I tried to go to like primary care that was non-urgent. They were like, we're booked. Also, we don't have an x-ray on site. Like, there's no way. I called some other sites, and they were also like full, and they're like if you need an x-ray, you go to like a hospital and emergency care. So I got there, I get out of my Uber and I stand there and I am just fucking bawling. Like, I am crying so hard because I'm scared. I'm scared that, first of all, it is like something's wrong and bad and I need to get there, and I will not get the care that I need because of my past experiences. I am scared that I won't, like, nothing will be covered, so I'll have to pay out of pocket, and like the prices are way off my limit currently. And third is like, what am I going to do if it is something bad? I just, what if I'm imagining it? Like, what if I'm imagining it if it's bad? What if it's like, I just had so many looping thoughts. But at that point, I was like, I just have to make a decision, because I think I was standing there for like 25 minutes or 30 minutes just outside fucking bawling. And I thought, I need to make a decision. I have to go in. Because what would a version of me who has all the resources and who takes care of herself, what would she do? Would she say to herself that I'm just imagining it? And would she go home still with the anxiety of what if it's actually something bad, and that there's a way bigger injury than I initially thought? Or would she go in and get the answers, even though if it's like nothing wrong? And I knew that that version of me would go in, because she would trust herself and the universe so much that it would somehow take care of all of the mundane resources, and she would just fucking take care of herself. So I went there, and I go up to the beginning of the line where the nurse like comes in and asks what's going on, and I am crying so hard that like I got her scared. I got her very scared. Just like, you're going to be okay, we're going to take care of you. And I'm still pretty shaken with the whole experience, because turns out it's okay, it's not fractured, it is just a sprain. It will heal longer than I initially thought, so it might take a couple of weeks, and I need to give my leg plenty of rest, which I'm still struggling with. Giving myself enough rest is something I really struggle with. But yeah, now I don't know the bill. They're going to send it to me in, I don't know how long. I don't know how much time it takes here in Canada to get your bill sent to you. This is my first time dealing with emergency care in another country, so I have no clue what the procedure is, and I am scared of that for sure, the documentation and everything. But I have the answers now, and I know, even though it feels it still feels hard. Like I feel exhausted. I feel exhausted from just crying, from dealing with everything. I don't know. I I I didn't imagine my day would go like this. I thought I'm just gonna sit down by my computer, edit some stuff, and upload it, because uploading videos to me is a non-negotiable right now. But I just understand that I am not anywhere near in the mental, like, I'm not in the mental space for that. I have zero capacity. All I want to do is just fucking lay in bed and cry everything out, because apparently I haven't cried everything out yet. I still feel a lot of just emotions bubbling. Like the memory of the initial injury, and now this, and it's like, anyway, I've been yapping for enough. I feel proud of myself in the way that I've been working so hard to like embody that version of me who is taking care of herself, and who is like, I am a number one priority for myself. No matter what it takes, I will take care of myself and my health and my body, because without my health, there's nothing else that I can do. Like, no amount of fucking riches matter if you're like fucking sick and you don't take care of yourself. So I am proud of myself. I am also scared. But I'll take this one up with the universe. Yeah, I took care of myself. Now the universe will take care of me. That's non-negotiable. I'm making a deal with you right now. The universe, spirit, come through. Yeah, so my travel, my little trip from Victoria back to Cortez, I'll edit it next week, because like I'm not in the headspace for that right now. Yeah, I'll upload it later. So here's some more yaps and more crying on the internet for you. Enjoy, I guess. Anyway, I gotta go. I gotta sleep, because I'm just exhausted, and my head hurts, and my ankle hurts. Literally everything hurts, and I don't know what kind of lesson it was, but I hope I learned it. Take care of yourself. I'm saying this to myself and to you. Take care of yourself, and see ya. See ya some next time. Next week. Sometime. Okay, I gotta go.